Let's talk about America. America, which has always been seen as one of the, well, of course, the strongest economy in the world, and but not only that, but in terms of sophistication of technology, medical technology, and managing crises that may occur over time, whether they be international affairs, domestic affairs. It's just shocking when you look at the fact that in America, where the pandemic lies today, is truly the worst of any country in the world. And the percentage, approximately 1 out of every 5 people in the world that have been infected by this virus are in America. And not only that, but approximately 1 out of every 5 fatalities in the world are in America. How can that be in one of the most advanced, medically sophisticated countries and economies in the world? It's really amazing, and it's really disturbing, and it's really shocking. And I'm kind of curious, what do you think about that as an American, or as someone that's not an American looking at America? I would say that much of the world is shocked and just horrified to see that this is so bad in America. It kind of validates how serious this pandemic really is. But at the same time, or does it just point out that there's something wrong in America to where it's that bad? Now, China, where this originated, hasn't had as serious a problem with the pandemic as has America, and both countries are very much at odds at this time. As you know, other countries such as Singapore, there are plenty of cases of people that have been infected with the virus, but the fatality rate is so low. It's like 1/10%, whereas in America, it's roughly 5%. So in America, the pandemic is essentially 50 times deadlier than it is in Singapore, for example. Singapore has incredible sophistication in medical technology and apparently very effective treatment plans as well. But America is known for having great medicine also, and look at what's happening. And yet, as the economies are reopening throughout America, and there are all these movements to, don't wear masks, breathe on everybody, it's not a problem, and politicizing it, and it's almost like, is the virus a member of a certain party? Is the virus politically aligned? Because depending on your party, and this is not a political statement that I'm making, but depending on your party, it seems like it's at the point where if you're in one party, you don't wear a mask, and if you're in another party, you wear a mask. And I just think that's completely absurd, ridiculous, contradicts everything we're hearing from all of the major health regulators and health authorities around the world, from the World Health Organization to the Centers for Disease Control, CDC. Globally speaking, everyone really agrees it helps to have a mask. Does it hurt to have a mask? Does it hurt your face? Does it cause a rash? I don't think it does. Are you choking? Can you not breathe? What's the problem with wearing a mask? Is it really a symbol of freedom? Is it really a symbol of oppression, wearing a mask? To me, it's not. It's just it's a basic safeguard that physicians obviously take, that healthcare providers take, and they take out of necessity to protect their patients and also to protect themselves. So is it such a big deal to wear a mask? Well, it's became a symbol in America. It's become a symbol of what party you're aligned with. And if you're part of the kind of the masker movement, and you don't believe in wearing masks, and it's your religious right to not wear a mask, and anyone that makes you wear a mask is somehow oppressing you. And I just can't believe that. I can't believe we're at the point where we're arguing about masks when it's like we're in an episode of the Black Mirror, the Twilight Zone, when we have mass fatalities throughout America. We have mass infections, millions of people. And according to Columbia University, what we know of in infections is really probably only 1 out of 12 of how many are truly infected. So if you take 3 million people that have been diagnosed as being infected with the virus, that means that probably 30 plus million are actually infected, maybe closer to 40 million, which is a big chunk of America. We're already at the point where 1 out of 100 Americans has tested positive for the virus. 1 out of 100, that's what we know of. So if you believe the statistics that Columbia University is presenting, that only 1 out of 12 people that are positive have been infected, it's just the masses. The majority of people, we're almost at the point in America where the majority of people have been exposed to or infected with the virus, and yet we don't want to wear masks, really, and it's just hard to believe. So personally, I believe wear a mask, save a life, protect others around you, It's not about your personal political views or even your personal religious views, in my opinion. It's about protecting others in case you're carrying the virus. A child, someone that's elderly, someone that has a weakened immune system may not survive when they catch it, even though you may be healthy and strong enough to beat it, or you may not. And you might feel that that's your personal choice to make, which, sure, personal choice is great, but not when it may result in a fatality of someone else. It's just totally unfair. But what really amazes me in America more than anything else, it's like we're in a state of just being oblivious to the fact that we're surrounded by mass infections, mass fatalities, and yet people are doing beach parties and kind of close-in social gatherings and packing each other in and breathing in each other's faces and as if there's nothing wrong. And I would just say to everybody that's in that, regardless of age, regardless of your physical condition or anything else, if you could just be patient, just wait a bit longer. We're getting so close to having more effective treatments. We're getting so close to having curves flatten and go the other direction. We're getting so close to having more meaningful progress in terms of a vaccine on the horizon. It'll take some time, but eventually, it's very encouraging now. News that's came out from various pharmaceutical companies, Moderna and Pfizer and others. There will be a vaccine in time. We're very confident, but it's going to take time. The longer you wait to catch the virus, the better. Many hospitals are full. Many ICU beds are full. Florida right now, for example, and really in other markets and other states throughout America, so many hospitals are approaching capacity in terms of ICUs, etc. So this is not the time to become infected in case you end up with a severe case. This is the time to continue to be careful. Alcohol, sanitizer, wash hands, wear a mask. Maybe in a month from now, it'll be closer to a time when we can relax some of these precautions, but this is not the time to catch the virus. This really isn't. If you can just be a bit more patient, wait a month or two, and at that point, hopefully you can start to reintegrate with the normal type of social activities that we all love to do, hang out with friends, and it's very hard not doing that. It's very hard for me. It's very hard for you. I don't think anybody likes this. I mean, if you live out in the forest in a cabin by yourself, it may not affect you. But for everyone that's used to social interaction as I am, it's very, very hard. But just if we can try to pause our going back to the old ways just a bit longer, and if you're going to catch this virus, catch it a month or two from now, not today, when hospitals aren't as full, when treatments have improved dramatically, when we're closer to a vaccine or maybe even have one, and not, if not for your sake, for others that may be infected as well. So I'm just amazed that it's so many people seem to be in a state of really just unawareness, of just oblivion about how serious this really is, how it affects people, how many people in America and around the world have not survived it, how contagious it is, how little we know about it. And yet people are refusing to wear masks and going out in public and breathing in other people and just as if it's no problem, no big deal, and it's somehow you have the right to breathe on people. That's a new right we have, the right to breathe on other people even if you're sick. I just don't believe that's fair, and I don't believe it's responsible, and I don't believe it's ethical or moral. So that's it for this episode. Serious topic today. Thank you for listening. If you've enjoyed it, please click like. If you'd like to subscribe for ongoing updates, please click the subscribe button, also the bell, and all to turn those notifications on. Thank you for joining. Take care, stay safe, and please wear a mask.